When we walked in this house, it smelled like weed really bad, so I'm going to walk you through how I knew it was a grow house, aside from the smell. A whole separate HVAC system here, which is pretty impressive. So that allowed them to control the climate down here separately from the house upstairs. You have 2 sump pumps. I'm not sure if that's necessarily related to the grow house situation, but maybe. These recessed cans may have always been there, but they also may have also been power outlets for all of the lights. Obviously the smell is a giveaway, but then also 200 amp panel, which isn't a dead giveaway, but coupled with the fact that this guy is here, spray foamed these windows, obviously to block out light, control climate, and then having 2 sump pumps right by each other, more spray foamed windows. So there's the good and the bad. Like, you could just get a glass block company, cut out all the spray foam, put in glass block, fix that problem. And then you've got this massive climate control down here for the basement, which is cool for people that, you know, don't like to have a separately cold downstairs. I'm sure it's not cheap to run. But having 2 different systems is kind of cool. So anyways, those are just some things to look for. One other thing about the smell situation, we run into this often with smokers, and what I like to tell people is, and you know, I'm not trying to convince you to do anything, I just give solutions to problems, but most houses that were built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, people have smoked in those houses. Not all of them, but most of them at some point. And not every house smells like smoke. So if you run into a situation where a house smells like anything really bad, first of all, getting rid of all of the soft materials in the house are the first step, like carpet, curtains, things like that. Obviously fresh paint with the proper primers. And then the other thing is you can rent an ozone machine. And if you run an ozone machine, a commercial grade one from Home Depot, you can rent them there. And if you run that on high, full blast for, you know, in an unoccupied house for a few days, while circulating with the furnace fan, it can have a pretty significant impact on killing bad smells. So something to keep in mind.